Good night, everyone.
Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you all? Yes. Alright. At long last, it's time to finish this. Maybe.
Yeah.
Unless we don't.
Start finishing.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
It's time to initiate endgame proceedings.
Okay, so where do we go next? Ilos?
Yes. Unless there's some other place we can go. I'm pretty sure there is.
I mean, we can go to a lot of places. Do you have something to do?
Yeah,
probably not.
Is there anything left in our quest log?
Yeah, no.
Alright, perfect.
I'll double check, but I don't remember. Let me just double check now.
I would be pretty surprised if there is.
Go to Ilos.
Yeah. Win.
And the others are just like the collections.
Right. Sorry, right. Matriarch writings and crap.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Not gonna joke.
What's our level, by the way?
Level?
Just curious.
Alright, just exit this thing.
Oh, sorry.
Level 49.
Alright, so the highest level you can get on a first play file is 50, so we're right on track.
Alright.
Cool.
Alright, I just clicked the other planets just to see if there's like anything to survey, so I get a few experience points.
Yeah.
On track for 50.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Yeah, don't get mad.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can
we've already
find
missed.
Saren is 20.
We've already missed the love scene.
We're never getting close enough for a drop.
Oh, there's a love scene?
Yeah, that's where the love scene was supposed to be before
there is
this
no
bit.
landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
I can feel no love in this room right now.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of love in this room right now.
I can do it.
Well, maybe from Joker.
All of the lines are her saying Joker, so just pick one.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Alright, who's coming with us?
I think we are going to do Liara and Kaiden.
Alright.
Actually, we can do Tali. Either if you've already picked. It's fine, but
no. Let's go with Tali then.
Just because she'll probably there's a lot of synthetics and she'll probably do better. Liara, we've got the biotics covered.
Yeah.
Triple biotics. I was thinking about it in terms of maybe better to have Kaiden look at the hologram, but it actually doesn't make any sort of real difference. So, gameplay-wise, this makes much more sense.
You two, keep moving inside now.
It's really odd to me that he like orders the Geth like pet or something. Go inside.
Yeah, I mean, should it talk to them or just like throw some commands?
Yeah, he should. I think he should
just
be able.
Saren finds the conduit.
Yeah.
There is no way
Geth,
we're getting
look,
past that door.
right?
Yeah,
you
how
don't
does that
need
Geth
like
know
verbs
exactly?
and
Saren found
beauty
somewhere open.
sentences.
There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, I think what would be best, because he's all like cyberified by Sovereign, so he really should be able to respond to the Geth in the native Geth language.
Oh yeah, that's
should
true.
Make his weird Tyrian beak vocal cord things go. That'd be great. Anyway, I'm super annoyed by the concept that the fate of the universe has to wait on us driving around to open a door.
Right? Yeah.
It's really unbelievable. Like, can we not just like shoot a missile at the thing or something, or just shoot, or with the Mako maybe?
Yeah. Just throw some bombs. That'll probably.
Seems like that would be a way faster way than having to try to like reactivate the dormant alien technology to open the door. Like, it's cool and all, but fate of the universe is at stake, so maybe we don't sightsee. Right.
Also, we're going rogue here, so why not? Right?
Exactly, a little property damage.
Why should we care about the architecture?
Yeah. It just bugs me because, like, from a plot perspective, I mean, maybe it's better with like the game, but it feels like it just drags the whole section.
Yeah.
Like, you have this really good adrenaline from the cutscene, and it drops you, and then it's like, oh, okay, let's open a door, and then you can see more of the plot.
Oh, no door. Yeah.
It just feels really arbitrary. Yep. Like, you're shooting plenty of Geth as it is. Was this particular? I guess you get to walk around the place more. Introduces the area and so on. The rest of this planet's fine. Just that one particular thing really bothered me.
Yeah, the other thing I think is weird in this planet is that they didn't put any effort in any other planet, like with plants or anything else. It's just like rocky, maybe some grass, that's it. And this planet's like a jungle.
I don't like the sound effect they have, that thing. It really blows out my stuff at home.
Yeah. I mean, what's in this planet? It's the heart of the planet? Is that it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
the
what is it?
heart of the planet is beating.
They never explain it. It's just there. Yeah.
They have those plant humanoids. It's really weird. I don't know if it's a statue or if it's actually just a dead plant humanoid. Yeah, not this way. What? Is this an elevator? Let's go.
Oh boy. You know how we love elevators.
Yes. Well, it's a jungle elevator. Everything looks different. Okay, there's only loot here? There's nothing else I can do? Yeah. That is a long ride for loot. Let's go down. Elevator.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Don't you have mind powers, Liara? What good is being an Asari if you can't blow down a simple door?
Right. She's not being very useful now.
I know she's like young and so on, so it's not entirely fair to, but just the concept.
That's true. Let me just see if there's anything, any loot that's worth it. Nothing. What do I do here? I think I'm going the right way, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it.
Yeah, he's
Then
already
we're just
found
walking
it.
into a trap.
It was like 20 minutes.
That is a
He's
chance
found
we will
it,
have to
okay?
take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message. But I don't recognize the
What?
language.
I
It
recognize.
is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
We can
What's
say
wrong with you guys?
useless.
Clean the wax out of your ears, Liara.
We can say you can't understand it, which is pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or I understand it, or it's a warning.
Yeah, we'll be all mystic and shit. It's a warning.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words.
It's probably
It's a
the
warning
same
against the
line,
Reaper
anyway.
invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
It would?
Not safe.
Okay.
That's odd.
Seek refuge
Convenient.
inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope.
Yeah,
Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
We can say it's not clear, or I'm only getting small bits, or it's too damaged.
I'm only getting small bits. Probably the same line.
It said
anyway.
something
Yeah.
about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped.
Oh, level
Not
up.
just I. We should go. Hey, level up! Yay!
Yeah.
Cannot be stopped.
Okay, Debbie Downer. Look, with that attitude, that's
Aw.
why the Protheans went extinct. Okay, so how
Yeah.
about you buck up?
Put a smile on your face.
Yeah,
Don't be the goth
Hi.
guy.
hike up your big girl underpants and get on with it.
What? Is it an elevator?
Another one?
Another one. Do, 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 do. Must be really degrading to be a professional musician and make elevator
Yeah.
songs for video games,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean,
It's part of the job, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably the same guy who did all the rest of the music, so it's like, yeah, whatever. It's fine.
yeah. Okay, where do I go now? I don't know. Landing zone over there.
I like the other one actually because it's sort of like a redux of the Mass Effect theme. It's like
Yeah, that's true. That one's better.
but that's not the infamous one. That's not the annoying one that everyone hates. Slash gets stuck in their head.
It does.
Area secured.
I have no idea where to go now. Enter the archives. Return to your vehicle. Oh, right. Okay.
Who votes we take the vehicle into the creepy underground bunker?
Good idea. The firepower will come in handy.
That's a spirit, guys.
I didn't feel Liara had a sense of humor.
I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Please, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment. I just hope we...
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of container?
Well, Tolly.
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans
Rude.
probably tried to...
Well, they are containers.
Just totally interrupted her. He's like, yeah, don't care about that shit you're talking about. What is
Yeah.
this shit on, what's on these walls, man?
Thanks, Tally.
She's like, hey, remember why we're here. Sarren, the conduit. And then she's like, oh, there's some interesting things on these walls. I'm going to interrupt you apologizing for your irrelevant crap with some irrelevant crap of my own.
Yeah. I think Shepard never has lines on the Mako, right?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
remember.
that's right. Yeah, no, she never talks on these things.
Junk, chalk, and drive.
What is happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush!
I do not think Saren is behind this.
Circle the wagons!
I would never expect Saren to ambush us.
I know, right?
Elevator, come on, Liara. Why are you outside?
I have studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
Whatever we find, be cautious. If this were simply an automated trap, Saren would have triggered it as well.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
Would have been great
This
for
is
the VI to be
incredible.
like,
There
in
is no hope.
50,000
Yeah,
years
and I can
you last,
understand.
less
I
damage
have
would
been
you be?
monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
My Yoda speed is terrible. I apologize for that. But you get my idea.
Yeah. That's really cool. Okay, now we have what are you, or what do you want, or get to the point, or I don't have time for this.
What are you?
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
We can say what do you want, get to the point, or I don't have time for this.
What do you want?
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for
That's all the
millions of
same.
years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay.
It's a
One
trap!
that leads to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to figure out how that even works. Like, if the Citadel itself is a giant mass relay, like when it opens, would that just vent to vacuum all of the people that currently live? Like, will it open and like expose all that to vacuum, or like? Because there's
I
a
don't
whole
know if
living
there's
space
something you need
inside
to
there.
trigger.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine what the Citadel turning into a mass relay even looks like. But then, like, once you see it in Mass Effect 3 when it's become all Reaperized, it's completely different. It looks absolutely nothing like the original, you know? So it's like, the whole thing is confusing, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a, like, you need a code to go into the mass relay, or just stand there and just sit there and do nothing.
I guess the Reapers have, like, the master code. I guess only the Keepers know how to, like, actually activate the mass relay parts of it. You'd think they'd figure out. I don't know. It's just it's like that one factoid. At least you would think the peoples of the galaxy would try to exploit and be like, hey, so if they're saying it's a mass relay, maybe we could get that working and like use it for other things. But they don't.
They don't.
They don't believe us because they're losers.
Yeah. Well, I think they explain enough for the game. Mass Effect. I think they do enough explaining. I don't know. I'm not too upset about the amount of info.
Oh, I mean the other council races are losers because they don't believe us.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah. Okay. So now, do you want to investigate more, or do you want to just do the answers?
We'll investigate. There's like a million things to click in this, so we'll be here for a while.
All right.
How come nobody
Massive
ever noticed the
exposition
Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
I'm keeping all this in because I want it to be like good for somebody who hasn't seen Mass Effect before, which is a cool idea, and then I like spoil things willy-nilly as well, so I'm kind of inconsistent about this, but yeah.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
Okay, we investigated everything. Now we can say we won't stand a chance. Saren's going to activate it, or the perfect trap.
The perfect trap.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
Again, I'm pretty sure it's the
That
same.
was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
We can say you didn't surrender, or all of you.
I'll say you didn't surrender.
The war was lost. If you'd surrendered, they might have let you live.
No offer of surrender was ever given. Our enemy had a single goal: the extinction of all advanced organic life. Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed, others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
Why did the Reapers leave? Why do they do this, or how can I stop them?
Why do they do this?
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien,
Yeah, why not?
unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
I really hate that answer, by the way. That feels extremely cop-out-y and bullshit. We haven't written what their goals are yet, so stay tuned for the next game.
Yeah, I should just have said that, right?
Yeah.
We can say, why did the Reapers leave, or how can I stop them?
Why do they leave?
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our world
To
was
the beach?
stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves.
Yeah, they went to
Everything
vacation.
of value, all
Yeah.
Dark
resources,
space.
all technology was taken.
They're like,
Certainly
wow.
all advanced organic life had been
If
extinguished.
you have enough slaves,
The
right? You
Reapers
don't need to do
retreated
anything.
It's a lot of
through the
hard work.
Citadel
Now I'm
relay
gonna relax,
into dark
kick
space,
back.
sealing it
Yeah.
behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
Alright,
You
so
said you
let's
brought me
option.
here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
We can say they didn't find you, or go on.
They didn't find you?
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
We can say, so you just hid, or what did you do, or you were cowards?
Yeah, you're cowards. Let's totally judge the 50,000-year-old dead
You should have
civilization.
fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
We can say, that's monstrous, or you betrayed them, or it was necessary.
It was necessary.
He couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel,
You got a
When the
pod.
Reapers retreated,
Everyone else
the
gets
top
turned
researchers
into
were still
collectors,
alive.
so, you know...
My actions are the only reason
You're-
any hope remains.
Can't complain.
Yeah.
When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
We can ask about the conduit or about the keepers.
Let's ask about the Keepers.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sarren sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
We can say how they can come back, or how can they come back, or unless Saren succeeds.
Unless Saren succeeds.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay. And the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Can you help me? Just tell me what to do, or not this time.
Not this time.
I'll take Sovereign down. Somehow.
Me,
There's a
myself,
data file
I
in
will
my
take down the
console.
starship.
Take a copy when you go.
By bare hands.
When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
Should investigate?
Yep.
Alright, I'll just do all of them.
Yeah,
If the
whole,
Reapers are
yeah,
trapped in dark
whole,
space, how did
now that we
Sovereign get here?
understand
It is
and time is of
logical
the
to
essence,
assume
let's
the
stand
Reapers
here
would
for
leave
10
one of
minutes
their
and
own
get
behind
Get a
after
lecture.
each extinction.
Yeah.
A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return.
Thanks, Clippy.
Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void.
Did he
Alone,
just say
it was
this?
forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
We can say they could just attack, or just go back to investigating.
Yeah, they could just attack.
Sarven's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
We can say quite the risk, or invest, or go back to investigating.
Quite the risk.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function,
Guy has
but
no
we had
shame.
to try.
Trying to
If there were
expose
survivors,
himself.
we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
We can
Can't
yeah,
believe they actually used the word ilk.
it's an Asian message, you know, the language is different.
Oh, okay.
We can say that explains the Geth. I just
Sovereign
say
must have
that. It's
realized
the
organic
only
race
It
is
doesn't
difficult to
explain the
control.
gap, but that's okay.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
Alright, this is the last
What
option.
happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the
They
conduit to
died,
gain access to the
obviously. It
Citadel,
was
but
50,000
the
years
conduit is
ago,
only a
Shepard. Come on.
prototype. The portal
Well,
only links in one direction, so they were trapped on
40,000.
the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Alright, let's move.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans.
I already
It is the
played all the
opportunity of a
options,
lifetime.
Liara. You have any questions? Go ahead and ask.
We can say you're right, or you have to let us go. There's no time, or are you insane?
Are you insane?
We're in a race to save the galaxy and you want to play Q&A with a hologram?
You are right.
That was
I'm
pretty
sorry.
good.
My personal feelings clouded my judgment. We should go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
How has he not reached the conduit yet? We're just sitting here.
So slow. I think the GPS signal is a little bit weak here in this part of the galaxy, so
Yeah.
he might be lost.
All their
That's
advanced
fair.
technology. And the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
Just like my people. But they also gave us a chance to save ourselves. We must hurry.
Alright, where do we go now?
Leaving already. Get off my back, man.
Pressing Issues is a roundtable discussion group in which we ask self-important people exactly what they think about things, and then they argue amongst themselves for a bit, before leaving with views more extreme than when they came in. Only joking, ladies and gentlemen. This is a
No, it's
show
not.
founded on the ancient Greek principle of enlightened debate and the American principle of free speech. Or is that the ancient Greek principle of feeding wise men hemlock, and the American principle of being annoyed and loud so nobody can get a word in? I forget. Only time will tell. Now, the subject we are discussing right now and pressing issues with me, Maurice Chavez, for your enlightenment and enjoyment is a very serious one. Public safety. In case you haven't noticed, Vice City is not a very safe place. These are troubled times. We are a troubled people. People at war with ourselves. Others would say, we are at war with reality. Those who live in other countries and strive to own our fast food restaurants and quickie marts would say we are a bloodthirsty bunch of crazies who let children buy guns from the supermarkets. Another opinion is that it is the fault of society. That, as Plato said, people don't mean to kill each other. It happens because they are poor or desperate or really thirsty or in need of a vacation or something. Another view is that we are all a little confused and really should stay at home, lock the doors, and forget about everything as quickly as possible. So, let's press the issue, eh? Sitting on our panel right now, we have 3 divergent opinions. 3 separate islands of insanity in a rolling sea of stupidity. 3 wise men following very different stars. To my right, to everyone's right in fact, we have Congressman Alex Shrub, the youngest state congressman ever to be elected by Vice City, and now a respected man in the capital. Mr. Shrub got elected because he has great hair and says things that make you nod your head. His campaign appealed to the wealthy because he set all of us at ease by finally confirming it's okay to be rich as long as you say you care about the children. Mr. Shrub, welcome.
That's not entirely true, Maurice. My campaign also appealed to the poor, who are too stupid to understand what I'm saying, so I held up pretty pictures and I gave out candy bars to appeal to their most base instincts. Thanks, Maurice. I'm glad to be given this opportunity to set the record straight.
I haven't given you any opportunity yet, my heartless friend. Let me introduce my other guest first.
I hope this isn't gonna get personal. I love Vice City more than anyone, and I can prove it.
Yes, that's coming from the man who got elected by calling his opponent a buffalo butt and a fat hen-pecked wimp that couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. Anyway, our next guest is from the opposite end of the political spectrum. A man so wet, he looks like he just stepped out of the shower. Peace Corps activist, hippie concert taper, founder of the group Speaking for the Underdog. He is fluent in 7 languages and studied the harp in Peru, Callum Grayshaw.
Hi, Maurice. Hola. Buenos dias and noches. Bonjour and buongiorno. Welcome in. Hello. Hello. Hi.
Hey, let's stick to English. Most of us struggle enough with that. Welcome to Pressing Issues. And lastly, we have a man with a novel solution to the problems of public safety.
English sucks.
A solution
the conduit. It's
we
here.
don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't going to make it easy on us.
Alrighty.
It's time. I'm really curious. Don't tell me, but I'm really curious what you're gonna do in the end. Deciding who'll survive.
This whole sequence is pretty great. I have to say.
Activate the defenses! Seal the station! The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
I guess they don't.
Nope.
I cannot bring myself to explain it for you. Yet, like breakdancing, it is sadly catching on. A man who appears on this fine show because our previous know-it-all panelist was
They don't know what's
carjacked
happened
and is
yet. They
now
don't
at home
broadcast on
arming
Citadel.
himself to the teeth.
Yeah.
I give you John F. Hickory.
How y'all doing?
Indeed. So, before we get started, gentlemen, let me remind you of the rules of engagement. Here on Pressing Issues, the #1 rated show on public radio in the Vice City area and hosted by me, Maurice
I
Chavez.
think I'm gonna die. I missed the timer.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot there was a timer.
Oh.
So
I didn't know there was a timer there either. So that was it. We the Reapers invaded. Society ended.
Oh, it's been a while. I don't save. I'm just gonna tell you that. Ah, that's so annoying.
What is happening?
Alright, I'm just gonna...
Oh, you have to see the whole cutscene?
I do not think Saren is behind this.
Yeah, the whole conversation with the Protean again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know why the game doesn't autosave, like...
Yeah, that's
after
pretty...
checkpoint.
Once you get there, it's pretty bad. Alright, well, we'll just do the... Just do bottom options until we leave. I don't need to do the whole conversation. Just click through it. It doesn't actually change any dialogue variables or any variables in the save file, so just click through it. It's fine.
You are not Prothean, but you are not.
Looks like some kind of
I do not.
This is
I have been. My name is Vigil. You are safe.
Saren could be at the conduit right now. We have to go.
You seek to end a cycle that has continued for millions of years. To stop it, you must first understand
you cannot
it,
leave. First,
or
I
you will
must
make the same
exposition at
mistakes
you.
we did. The
I
Citadel is the
really
heart
want
of your
to
civilization
tell me everything.
and the seat of government. But the Citadel,
Alright, I'm
when
just
the
gonna skip
Citadel
it.
relay is activated,
The Reapers
that was communicated over the next decades. The Reapers system through the Citadel.
Yeah, systematic genocide, blah blah. Heard it all before, Vigil.
The conduit is not a weapon.
What
We
happened?
severed to but the genocide of an entire species. We were event.
There were hundreds of stasis
This ice when yet they vowed to find some the key at this time when sovereigns correct sovereign will override the Citadel.
I'll take
There's a
some.
day it will
Wait,
through the conduit. Follow Saren.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that
Let's
data
say
file
you're
and
right,
let's
just
go.
because I'm curious what
Shepard,
it
are
does.
you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now, the projection is.
You're right.
weak.
I've changed my
This
mind. Let's
might
talk
be our
about
only
it.
chance to speak with it. Our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
It might know something useful.
I will provide whatever information I can.
Ah, see?
My data
Oh,
banks,
so it lets you
however,
go back
are
into
limited
the-
to information directly related to stopping the Reaper invasion.
Right. So tell us about the catalyst. Oh, suddenly you don't have anything to say? Huh. Weird.
Convenient.
Come on.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Alright. We got the same renegade points as the other time, so we're fine.
I guess the renegade points were just for siding with Vigil and the Prothean. I don't know. Well, actually, never mind.
Thinking it was necessary to kill the people?
That's the only thing I can think of.
And the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
Those Reapers sure are jerks.
Alright, let me save. Oh, failed! Oh, now I can save.
Save not allowed
Alright.
while Tali is John behind her helmet.
Oh, at least we can listen to some radio again, right?
Thing issues is about free speech, not feeding each other hemlock. Or metaphorically.
Hey, my daddy used to grow that stuff in the backwoods of Missouri. Hoo-wee! I tell you what.
Yes, thank you. I expect you to listen to each other, and I will only step in where necessary so people on the air don't forget what my voice sounds like. So, I want a clean fight. Nothing below the belt or in the chops. And remember Maurice's motto, which a very wise man, my father, once told me. If you listen, one day you might be hurt, and when in doubt, use the smell test. That's so important, I think, don't you? So, Congressman, let's start with you. Crime is up. People are scared to walk the streets. Nobody is taking public transportation. Police morale is at an all-time low. Everyone is killing and maiming and giving each other the finger, metaphorically speaking. Do you think the government is doing a good job?
Absolutely. Those statistics are interesting, but like all statistics, they are also irrelevant. Let me give you a better statistic, Chavez. In 1980, when I was elected, you were, according to the intelligence gathered on you, a man with no mission. You worked as a clown at birthday parties, corporate functions, bar mitzvahs, and go-go bars. You, realizing that you were a hollow man that can only take on the personality of others, decided to become an actor. And despite going up for 17 auditions that year, You only got work as a fluffer in a sex ed video. Your tax returns show that you earn less than $2,000. Suffering from anxiety, you attended group therapy for a year and considered getting a sex change. An idiot liberal felt sorry for you, and now you host your own radio show, write a newspaper column that runs my birdcage. You've got an ex-wife and attractive girlfriend, although she's married to your best friend, and you're on top of the world. So answer me this. Can you really say the years of living under my administration have been bad for you?
We are not talking about me. This is pressing issues, not pressing Maurice.
Yes, excuse me if I may. To the part where we press the issue.
You see, that's what's wrong with this city. Liberals just want to open the floodgates, let anyone in and make you, the ordinary, hard-working men and women, pay for the pleasure. Well, you have my permission to beat them with sticks. We won't prosecute. You'd be doing us all a favor. Free love, wig out, don't work, make love in the field, and listen to rock and roll or whatever you call it. Meanwhile, Grayshaw, I know your father. He's made a lot of money, which makes him a great person, but for every good conservative, they end up having some wacko commie kid just back from a vacation in the Orient who wants to share. Go take that share in business to Cuba, or Canada, or somewhere. I don't have a trust fund or a rich daddy. I know what it is to be poor, to look at the world from the other side. I slept my way to the top.
If you two would stop hooting and carrying on, I have a plan that will save Florida from the yellow-bellied snakes that want to slither into this great state from all places north.
I'm going to make it easy on us.
All right.
Activate the defenses! Seal the station! The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
All is well. This seems fine.
Alright. Just run.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite lines in the whole thing right here.
Oh, look. Stump-jumping Jethro is using all 3 of his brain cells to talk.
Enough! We've just started and you have proved yourself, Mr. Shrub, to be just as they say. I grant you, 1980 was not a high point in my career, but I never applied for a sex change.
Glad.
That's the important
we
part.
Straightened that out before
yeah.
we went through the conduit.
Yeah. Great timing.
That's perfect. And we're done. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed Vice City Public Radio. As we're never hearing it again. Oh sure, let's waste even more time talking to Avina.
Alright, I saved.
They're sealing the station.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
That's a good tactic. See, that's why that guy got promoted to the level he's at now, for good level-headed calls like that one. That's why you need military officials that don't lose their head in a crisis.
Yes. They should all just be machines. Oh, a lot of ships explode.
Suit up. We're going outside.
I go to the Citadel Tower.
Alright. Sorry I had no interesting commentary for that section.
Ah, no worries. There's not much to say. Just shoot and move. Saren!
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
We can say in time, or I'm here now, or killing Geth is slow work.
Yeah, killing Geth is slow work.
Had to wipe out a few hundred of your followers along the way. Sorry if I kept you waiting.
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I can stop them. Not this time, or out of my way.
Out of my way.
I'm heading to that master control panel and you can't stop me.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
What have you done? It won't help. You're still dead.
What have you done?
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
You don't understand, Shepard. There is a place for organics in the New Order. The Reapers need men and women of action. People like us. Sovereign recognizes your value. You've impressed it. Surrender to the Reapers, and you will be spared.
Yeah, okay.
Join us, and we can find a place for you.
We can say you're indoctrinated, or as a slave, or enough talk.
You're indoctrinated.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution.
You look ugly as fuck, so...
Yeah.
This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
We don't have enough Renegade or Paragon options for...
What?
Yeah, for... We can beat them or they'll betray you, so we can say a slave or enough talk. As a slave or enough talk.
As a slave. That's too bad. I really thought we'd live
like that.
Then you will die. And your companions. Everyone you know and love. Everyone you've ever met. Don't you understand? You will all die. The Reapers can't be stopped. Not by the Protheans. Not by you. The cycle always continues.
Yeah, we can say you're indoctrinated again or this is pointless.
Okay. That's too bad. Alright. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm done arguing with you. Let's end this.
You should have joined Sovereign when you had the chance.
disappointing that I didn't kill Saren. He fell and then the glass killed him, but...
Yeah.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick! Open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sarren down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
We can say, it's me, I read you, or of course.
Of course.
You were expecting someone else?
Not that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you sure about this, Shepard? Human casualties will be very high if you send your fleet in now.
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
True. That's why you can't waste reinforcements trying to save the Council. You must hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension? Or hold
What's
back?
the order? What's the order? Save the Council, let the Council die, or concentrate on Sovereign?
We are going to save the Council.
What?
The replacement Council is super boring.
Yeah, okay.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension no matter what the cost.
I hope the Council appreciates this.
She's a consensus builder, ultimately.
Yeah.
You don't do
Alliance
that by
ships,
just sort
move
of
in.
taking
Save the
over
Destiny
the plane.
Ascension.
Plus, that would just give more power to Udina, and who wants that?
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements.
That's true.
It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
Yeah. We're saving those ungrateful bastards.
Destiny Ascension, you are all clear. Repeat, you are all clear.
The Citadel's opening. All ships move in. Concentrate on Sovereign.
They just get replaced with people who are just as intractable. So I would, I'm partially metagaming it, just because they're really boring people. They're like just different people with basically the same lines. But also, I'm thinking in her mind, she's thinking, I know these people have a relationship with them. I'm going to continue to build it rather than I don't know these guys.
Also,
they don't know me.
They own me one, so.
Yeah, exactly. They owe me. Yeah. At least in theory, they owe us one.
He's dead.
Good job, Liara.
Oh, Tali shot him.
Oh, okay. Vision of the future, everybody. Give it up.
I am Sovereign, and this station is mine.
strong. We have to pull back.
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
There's Hackett's catchphrase, by the way.
Yeah.
No matter what the cost. That's Admiral Hackett in a nutshell.
Yep.
Everything he tells somebody to do, he tells them to do it at all costs.
He doesn't really know how to prioritize, right?
Yeah. There's no. He doesn't hold back. He's not a conservationist, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Rip.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Get it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
So of course the Normandy has to kill to deliver the killing blow, because otherwise it would just be thematically perfect enough.
Yeah.
Joker couldn't just
Only
let some
Joker.
random, pilot alliance guy have. No, he's got to steal
Get
all the
fry.
glory.
Yep.
So this is a sort of spoiler, but not really. So like 15 minutes after the beginning of Mass Effect 2, we're in the, we're on the Normandy, and then the Normandy gets blown up, and Shepard, big air quotes, dies. Why couldn't they have just killed her
That's kind of a
here?
spoiler.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Oh, like it would have been so much easier to just let her be dead now.
Well, they couldn't, right?
I guess they didn't know that that's where they were going,
Yeah.
but it just feels very like...
It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
They resurrect her for this scene, and then
Yeah,
the
I guess.
opening thing.
I guess that'd be a
bit later.
nice closing, right?
They could just, yeah.
Well,
you could just be in a coma or something.
It would be a buzzkill for the ending of the
That's true.
first game. I think.
That's true.
I think people would be really disappointed.
It'd be a good cliffhanger,
Yeah,
though.
they would. I think they prefer to let people disappointed on the last game.
I mean, they wanted to make a new Normandy anyway, so...
Oh my god, she's smiling for the first time.
Also, I'm really mad about the ending to Mass Effect 3. No, I'm just kidding. We don't.
Ambassador, Captain, Commander Shepard. We have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Saren and
Let's see if we get the
Many humans lost their lives in the battle. to
Renegade
save
or the
Citadel.
Paragon tilt.
Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You
That's
saved
right.
not just
Well,
our
you
lives,
could
but the
try,
lives of
though.
people
You can
like
try.
and the Reapers.
That'd be
Commander
cool.
Shepard, your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours,
I think we got the
we can honor
Paragon
their
one.
memories
That's kind
through
of
our actions.
interesting, given all the
Humanity has shown
Renegade
it
we
is ready
did.
to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Consular, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates.
Yeah, why are you even here, bro?
On the council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
Alright, who do we support? Captain Anderson, Ambassador Regina, or it's not up to me?
I really want to say it's not up to me, but I believe if you do that, then Udina gets it. And fuck that guy!
Yeah. So, Captain Anderson?
Yes.
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
That's the point. I'm not picking you, or then I pick you. Okay, so we can say that's the point. I'm not picking you, or then I pick you.
Yeah, I'm not picking you. Let's just make it personal.
I'd rather have the captain on the council than any politician I know.
I think it's an inspired choice. The council would welcome him with open arms.
Nice choice of words.
I'm honored,
Which is great. Yeah, I only know one politician, and it's you. I'm saying you suck.
Help the council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the council.
We can say this isn't over yet, the Reapers will return, or I've got work to do.
I've got work to do.
But that... okay. Sure.
Don't start patting yourselves on the back just yet. Sovereign wasn't alone. The rest of the Reapers are still out there, and I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
No taking a break, right?
Nope.
Shepard's right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, we must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
Did you have that speech prepared? Or just
Anderson,
came up with
2185!
Woo! So it's closing into Healer's face, and she looks really weird looking up at something. You're a good singer.
Thank you.
That's really good.
Credit music. It's okay. I like the three credit song good. Better. This is okay. Alright, so that was Mass Effect 1.
Yeah, really interesting choices. I was a little bit surprised. It was interesting to me, especially because it was very different from the choices I made in the first game. So, I did not save the council first time.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't...
I was mad. They broke my heart.
Sure. I mean, they're kind of useless. I get that. But it's basically just the voice acting for the current council is better. So that's pretty much why. They don't they're not much more helpful. But I feel, I like to develop characters. And so...
Sure. No, you like to kill them. But...
Yes. Well, yeah, you develop a character until it no longer serves good development, at which point you kill them off at their high point. That's what I try to do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. I was shocked by Rex. I think that was my main surprise.
Of course, killing Rex was, I'm sure, quite shocking to the family.
But I think I'm over it now.
Alright. Well, you'll see some interesting stuff too, and yeah, we need to hack Shepard's love life back into shape, because it is in shambles right now.
You know what? We can use this as an opportunity to come up with a story of how they actually hooked up after all this happened.
Yeah, that's true. They could have.
Right?
It could have been between. That's a good point. Yeah,
Right?
they could have just hooked
So we
up
can
afterwards.
make our own story.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay. Yeah, that works.
I'll just decrease the volume here a little bit. Yeah.
We'll go with that. They hooked up after. Sure. That's fine. I'm okay with it.
I don't know how long this credits are. Do you want to read something from the credits or?
No, it's okay.
Bunch of names, bunch of people.
Yeah.
We're on quality assurance now.
Let us let's give a big hip hip hurrah to Drew Karpeshen, who did not work on Mass Effect 2 or 3, but wrote all the novels.
Oh. Okay. That's important.
Yeah. There were a bunch of people on 1 who did writing for 1 were not. Well, I should say a bunch of people who were hired in 2 did not. There are new people who did writing in 2 that were not in 1. I think Mac Walters was one of the guys who was through it for the whole thing. But
Stu on additional quality assurance now. Did a lot of quality assurance. Oh, additional music. Those guys is the elevator songs, for sure.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I don't know, just guess.
Good to know these things. Oh, there was I guess there was a joke. I don't remember exactly what it is, but on what you call it, the asteroid X-57, because there was people who didn't understand what was going on in this game took that sex scene from the consort out of context and was sort of like suggesting that the game was like a dating simulator for aliens. Like alien dating simulator or something. I was like, wait, you could have sex in aliens? Where's the morality of these people, you know? Which is hilarious because, of course, if you see any of the actual BioWare is infamous for having really like tasteful love scenes that don't show anything, or it cuts to black before anything good happens. So the Fox Newses and the whatnots went a little bit nutty over this. Of course,
really?
nobody involved played. Yeah. Of course, none of them actually played the game who were complaining. They just, you know, I heard about it in my Facebook feed. Well, it was Facebook like that, but
Scandal.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
Yeah, so there was a joke about that on X-57. I don't remember exactly what it is, but there's like a thing about the side boob, I guess, because that's what you get to see, the alien side boob that became a meme on the internet. So. Yeah, they may not even. Yeah, why do Asari have breasts anyway? It doesn't make any sense.
That's true. Oh, they don't breastfeed?
Yeah, I don't think they breastfeed. Like, what would be the point? Well,
I don't know. Like,
maybe sorry, I don't think they. It doesn't seem they perform a function. They're just sort of there ornamentally.
Oh, they have to like create another model for Asari. So just it's easier to change the head only.
Oh, okay. I have to, like, surely they can just telepathically beam the thought you don't need the milk into their heads. And then Okay, so they hide their brain. So like the brain, there's like excess backup brain power stored in the breast.
It's only food for thought. Oh, more quality assurance.
Always more credits.
I mean, I guess there are not a lot of bugs in this game, so they did a good job.
Yeah, there are some bugs. I guess there's a bugged renegade conversation apparently where you can say you're not interested in the R and just still be interested in something like that. There's a few things like that.
I mean, there are always bugs, but I think this game is pretty good. It's pretty good.
One of the fun things, and this is cheating, but if you go and activate the console and then spawn the Mako on the Citadel, you can drive and then ride the Mako into the elevator. Very strange things happen.
Oh, interesting.
You can also kill people with the Mako. You can't, like, if you shoot somebody who's not, you know, out of a combat situation, they just ignore it. But you can run them over or shoot them with the Mako tank and they actually disappear. So, like, you can... I saw a guy do once where he spawned the Mako during that scene in Novaria and went through the whole... He murdered... What's-his-face? The guy who runs the Solarian, who owns the place. Yeah, but still had to go through the whole thing to get the garage pass. And Gianna Parasini's arresting an empty space because the guy's dead, so he's not standing there. So it's just her lines.
Oh, he doesn't
and
respawn.
He's not present. It's crazy.
That's cool.
But you have to cheat because you have to spawn the Mako. It's very funny though.
Alright, there's special thanks. So I guess this is it. A very special thanks to our families and friends whose patience and support helped us reach for the stars.
Yeah, I don't hear good. EA does not have a good track record where this is concerned. I don't know if you know that, but they got in trouble because they were people were griping about how they were asking them to work like 60-hour weeks for not a lot. It's pretty nuts.
For love, you want to build a game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, for love. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I can feel the love in this game for sure.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
So, I mean,
Alrighty.
thank you, video game developers, for your personal sacrifice for my
Thank you all so much for making this excellent game. Because of course, without it, there would be no Mass Effect 2 or Mass Effect 3. There would be no Mass Effect. So,
yes,
that's very important.
Yes. Have you been to Great America, by the way?
Not recently. Oh yeah, I have seen the ride. I did try it. Yeah, it was neat.
Pretty good ride. Last time I was there, I just went like again and again and again and again, like a million times. It's pretty fun. All right. Well, hopefully this week we can have some time to start Mass Effect 2. I will do the tweaks to the save game, and we'll start the second one soon.
Sounds good.